I've failed so many times trying to feel better when everything's going against me. When in reality, all I had to do was to think better. Life just isn't going your way. You're working so hard. You're doing everything that you're supposed to do. You're putting in the hours, you're going to the gym, you're being disciplined. You just feel like you're treading water. It just feels like nothing's happening in your life. What I've realized is that no matter how stuck you feel, or how frustrated you get, there's always something good in every situation. This is something that I've learned from years of struggle, years of feeling stuck and frustrated, annoyed, years of trying to understand my mind better, desperate for more, desperate to be better, but still I end up in the same place. And maybe one day when you're feeling stuck, you feel like everything's working against you, right? That's having very dark sunglasses on. What you see isn't the actual truth. Because if you took the sunglasses off, it would be a bright sunny day. But with them on, you can't see anything in front of you. That's how your emotions work. They're a filter. But that filter is caused by your thoughts. Your thoughts are the tint of which you see the world. Imagine for a second. You look back to one of the happiest times of your life. Maybe you had or have a favorite pet. Can't you just close your eyes for a second and imagine that pet in front of you? Imagine the emotion that animal gives you. How good they make you feel. You just feel at home instantly. The look they give you. Those cute, adorable little eyes looking up at you. Like, it's just the best, isn't it? And you see, just by imagining that, just by thinking that thought, you feel better. You feel that warmth inside, that love that you have for that animal. This is what I mean. When you imagine something positive, when you think positive and good thoughts, you instantly become in a good mood. Life feels easier. It doesn't feel like everything's against you, because now you're not focusing on your problems. You're not looking at everything that's going wrong. You don't see all of the daily little things that sort of stack up over time. It doesn't feel like you have this house of cards balancing so delicately. If there's one more problem, everything's gonna crumble. If you can just forget about that for a second and just imagine something positive, all of that goes away, doesn't it? It just sort of disappears in the wind, like it was never there. Because that's what your thoughts do. They're that filter that's in front of you. And sometimes when we feel stuck, when we feel like we are not moving anywhere, we are trying so hard to do everything in our power to get that promotion, to hit that goal, to lose the weight, to do the thing. It's almost as if we're pulling on a door that says push. Because in reality, if we were to just change our thoughts, to think of something more positive, that door would swing open instantly, because we wouldn't be going in the wrong direction. That's what our thoughts do. They work sort of like a GPS. If you put a point on the map, your mind will try to go there. So if you focus on a problem, your thoughts will go to more problems. It will find more negative things. But if you focus on a positive thing, it'll find even more positive things. It will feel better, because it's like Google Maps. Search for positivity. Guess what you'll find? You'll find positivity. But if you sort of feel like a pressure cooker, where all of your problems start stacking up and it sort of feels like it gets caught in your throat, like that's how life feels sometimes. But that's when we need to change the filter that we have in front of us, because that means that we're focusing too heavily on the things that we don't want. We're focusing too much, or we're putting in too many negative coordinates into Google Maps, which it'll get us nowhere good. Let's just say that. Another analogy for it might just be that when you feel stuck and you try your hardest to feel better, it's almost as if you have a pair of wired headphones and you're trying to untangle the cords while you're angry. We all know how it goes. The harder you pull, the tighter the knot gets. And that's sort of what we do with our emotions. Because when you're frustrated and you don't want to feel frustrated, what do? You try harder not to feel frustrated, which in return just makes you more frustrated. In your head, in the moment, it makes sense. If I'm feeling frustrated, I should just try not to do that. But most of the time, that's like, I'm frustrated. Let me not be frustrated, but your mind still sees frustrated. So Google Maps will shoot you harder that way. I mean, just the other day, I got stuck in what felt like the longest line in the history of lines on the way home from work. So what do? I sit there with about 100 other cars, and I swear to myself, and I feel frustrated, and I feel stuck, and I'm just like, why does this happen to me? Why do I have to suffer through this? Why do I have to be the one to sit in this line for ages and ages and ages? And I'm like, I swear to God, I thought that way for a solid 15 minutes until I realized, wait, these thoughts aren't giving me anything but pain and misery. Why am I thinking this way? Why don't I think about something differently? Because this is only making me more miserable. The second that I switched that to, I'm not alone in this. I have 100 other cars that are with me. So technically, we're all just sitting here a bit cozy together. Then I started thinking about how grateful I can be for the situation that I'm in. Because when you can go from feeling frustrated, from feeling exhausted, almost burned out by the fact that you're the victim, to I get to be here. I get to have a road to drive on. I get to sit in a car. I'm so privileged. I'm so lucky to be where I am right now. I have people around me. I'm not alone in this. I'm so grateful. I have a home to go home to. I have nothing to complain about. I am leaving my workplace that I am infinitely grateful for. That's when I really just started to enjoy it instead. Because I saw the good in the negative situation. The same situation that made me feel stuck, frustrated, angry, miserable, now just made me feel grateful, happy. I just felt good because I got to be in that place. I got the perfect chance to turn my head around and to practice some of these teachings that I've been taught. Because it's not always that we have the possibility to. It's only in the times when we slow down, when we take a step back and we realize what it is that we've been doing for so long. Life goes on autopilot. I was in that mode of just go, 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 go. But the moment that I got to slow down, unintentionally, that's when I got to expand my mind, to become more grateful, to realize all of the good things in that negative situation. There's always something good in every situation. It's just that we don't always see it, because our thoughts can be a bit of a filter, and usually that filter doesn't show us what's truly there, or the things that we should be focusing on. So my 3-step framework for changing your life in any situation is this. Number 1 is to become aware of your emotions. Understand how you feel in the moments. Step 2 is to become aware of the thoughts you're having. Stay quiet for a second, close your eyes, and you'll start to see where your mind goes. You'll see what it is that you focus on. Those thoughts that you're having are creating the emotions you're having. Which means that once you're aware of both of those, step number 3 is to change your thoughts. The things you focus on will change how you feel. So decide what it is that you want to feel and think about something that will cause that. Think about something good. Think about a possibility. Think about a solution. Something that makes you feel better. And you'll instantly feel that way. Think about something negative. Think about something you've lost or a problem you're facing that's frustrating you. You'll feel the tension in your body. You'll feel more stressed. So it's a choice. The way you're feeling is a choice. And the way to see the good when everything feels against you is to change your thoughts, because it just means that you're focused on the things that are making you feel stuck. And once you can change that, you can instantly feel free, feel unstuck, like you're finally moving again. So, to recap, your thoughts create your emotions, which means that when life feels like everything is going against you, the way that you can focus on the good is by changing what you focus on. Change what your thoughts revolve around. Think about something positive, like a favorite pet or favorite person, favorite activity, something that makes you feel good. And you'll instantly see your mind open up. The stress wash away from you, and you'll just be happier. You'll feel better. And you'll see more good things when you feel good. Because that's the destination that you put into Google Maps. Try that out yourself. And let me know down in the comments, how do you feel right now? What are you focused on? What is it that you're thinking about right now? And what are you gonna change it to? What destination are you gonna put into Google Maps to where it is that you want your feelings to go? That's what I want you to let me know down below. And thank you for watching. I'll talk to you next time.